Hello, fellow SF Golders, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the SF Gold Nuggets podcast experiment. I'm your host, Paul Maloney. Following our recent chapter event focusing on personalized medicine, I found myself inspired to resurrect some of my dormant gratitude practices. I would like to treat this podcast as one such expression. My plan for this podcast is to showcase the members of our chapter with an eye toward identifying and deconstructing their superpowers. My plan is to do this through interview format predominantly, and I already have my first victim lined up, Dave Petnaik. More to come on that. In the meantime, I wanted to take a moment to share my superpower reflections on two of our fellow chapter mates who recently took the stage at the aforementioned personalized medicine event, namely Amir Dan Rubin and David Crane. Let me start with Amir. Watching Amir, I was struck by a very sharp clarity of thinking as it relates to problem definition. The ability to identify and frame the right problem to tackle is a definite CEO superpower, and one that I might argue is in fairly short supply. It is important to distinguish problem definition from problem solving. The former is the spirit behind Einstein's observation that if he had 60 minutes to save the world, he would spend the first 55 minutes defining the problem. When problems are thoughtfully identified and defined, solutions naturally fall out. Put differently, good questions run deeper than good answers. What I observed on display during Amir's questioning of the panelists was an ability to ask the perfect question to reveal key insights. Amir's company, One Medical, has been successful in the stagnant space of healthcare by defying convention. They don't just perform better than other providers, but they reimagine the entire possibility space. Watching Amir in action on the stage, we got a glimpse of how his leadership resulted in the company's remarkable success. He asks the right questions and identifies the right problems. The second chapter mate I want to showcase is David Crane. Among his many talents, David is clearly a consummate storyteller. As leaders, we are all mindful of the power of storytelling, but few people are able to captivate our attention and our imagination and bring us along on a journey like David can. At a tactical level, David's storytelling follows the archetypal hero's journey. There's a change in fortune that's followed by a series of complications, crises, and a climax. The ultimate resolution of this is a resulting transformation, the pot of gold, if you will. While David's stories follow this script, I suspect this may be unconsciously done. Tactical storytelling aside, the more fundamental talent that was on display was a deep self-awareness and the YPO value of vulnerability. The best storytellers epitomize these virtues in their lives when their lives are characterized by continuous transformation. David is a gifted storyteller because his stories mirror a life fully lived. So in closing, the opportunity to attend this event sparked in me a profound gratitude to witness and learn from great leaders. Thank you to everyone who made this happen, and stay tuned for the next edition of SF Gold Nuggets podcast. Thanks for listening.